I'm really excited about this, and I just took a dive in myself today, and I want to cover it. So let's take a look. It's called T2x, and it's on Tron. And for all of the hype that's been going on in Ethereum lately, obviously you have run into, if you've been playing with Uniswap or any sort of dApps on Ethereum, you've run into a problem at times of high gas fees. Now, I did a video before where you can go and you can set up an alert bot for when the price of Gwei gets into the right spot, but it doesn't really help you completely, because even with that, the prices are still high. Now with Tron, in my opinion, Tron is the fix for Ethereum in the usability. Yes, there are governance issues, but personally, I have never ran into an issue where the governance of Tron throughout, and I've been using it since mainnet, that the governance of Tron has ever affected any of the dApps that I've been using. So let's take a look. We're gonna go take a look at the white paper here. What is T2x? It's a highly lucrative staking dApp platform. Developed from the ideas behind previous staking platforms, like Hex, T2x was designed with one thing in mind, the stakers. By owning T2x tokens and staking them in our staking portal, users will receive daily interest, as well as % of the overall amount of TRX that enters the auction lobby daily. Fully transparent and secure, everything is controlled by smart contract on the Tron blockchain. That's awesome. All right, something to note here. There is no max supply with this token. All right, and we'll get into that. What I like about this is it encourages constant play, much like the casino dApps that have a dividend-bearing token, that over time, less of them are being released, but there are more being released. So if you stop playing, your dividends that you're going to be receiving will slowly diminish over time. So you want to come up with a strategy that keeps you fresh and keeps your dividends going. I've done some calculations and I watched some other people and their presentations of this, and I have to say I was impressed. I had heard about it when it first came out. I didn't look at it then, but I'm looking at it now. And let's continue on. Let's kind of glaze through the white paper here. Why T2x, lucrative staking. It's unlike anything else. It's got some twists and turns that are unlike others. TRX dividend payouts, okay? So unlike Hex, where you would stake Hex to get more Hex, which then to really profit, you had to go sell that Hex. Here you're getting the tokens. So this would be equivalent to if you were getting Ethereum back for staking your Hex. You're getting Tron back, which is the asset you really want, okay? The T2x is there just to leverage a method to get more out of it. And I just want to say too, this is totally gamified, okay? It's not financial advice, it's fun, but you can count on how it works, all right? It's not that difficult to wrap your head around it. And also, I really like these kinds of things because you can start to create a long-term position with these dApps because they're not going anywhere. As long as there's participation, it's going to be alive, all right? And when you see large communities like the Telegram has about 3,000 members, all right? I haven't done into the research to see how many wallets are interacting with this, but I imagine it's a lot because the dividend pools have been insane. Like it got to like 1.5 million Tron today. All right, so I'm really interested in seeing where it's going to go later on. And there's going to be an expanding dApp ecosystem. Why is that good? For it creates more utility for the T2x token, which draws people away from staking it and doing other things with it that might also earn them other benefits, okay? And as you split that up, people have to really kind of keep a watch and, okay, where am I going to put some here, some here, some here? It creates constant gamification through strategy. That's great. Just like when you're playing chess, you have to think, many steps ahead to secure your future moves. All right. How to earn. So you can buy T2x with Tron. They have a swap mechanism right inside called XSwap, and we'll see that when we go look at the actual dApp. You can participate in the auctions, okay? And that's kind of a free-for-all, but most of the time, the auction will get you a better price on the T2X for your Tron than going this way. Although today, there was a difference, okay? You would have gotten more had you just gone through the auction, but you don't know until the buzzer hits, all right? Every 24 hours, there's a new accumulation. You can stake the T2X and earn interest, and when you earn, you're not only earning TRX, but you're also earning more T2X, all right? And referrals. Referrals are fantastic. Anytime you use somebody's referral, you get a 5% bonus, and the referrer gets 10%, okay? So it's a win-win no matter what. So this is fun. You can create relationships with people. You can say, hey, listen, man, I liked what you did here. Thanks for that information. What's your referral link? Let me help you out. Because of due to the constant participation that you may want to engage more if you're going to dive into this, you're always going to be entering the AA lobby or getting something. So, you can pass around the love. All right, we got the staking portal. We'll go take a look at that in just a moment. It's all about staking. Now, let's see what else we got here. All this information is in the website, so let's just go there, all right? So you get to the website, you have this main page where you can, get more information all about it. But right up here, and there's multiple places to get in. You can go to dApps, you can go to T2X staking portal. So let's just do that. And that's where I got the light paper up here. If you want to see the roadmap as well, go look at it. It just kind of shows, because everything is already released except for any future dApps that would create more utility for the T2X token. Now, probably the first place you're going to start is either the auction or the XSwap, okay? So the XSwap is a basic Uniswap coded version of a pool of T2X and TRX, okay? And they created some interesting ways to also add liquidity. So this is something else you can do once you have T2X or Tron. I believe you can enter one of these without the other, but they've created it almost like reminiscent of some hourglass contracts, but I think it's stable. So I don't know enough about this to talk about it today. It's not that important. You can come look at it for yourself. It's not the main guts of this though. But this is where you could come in and buy. So if we flip this around, you could see right now one Tron is 3.06 T2X. And that has pretty much been arbitraged down to what today's pool was for the auction pool, okay? So as you can see, it started just under 2 hours ago, okay? Because it's always midnight UTC time is when the new cycle begins and ends. So you would come in here, you would hit enter, and you would enter the amount of Tron that you were gonna get in, okay? Usually people wait till later in the day. Not necessarily. Some people don't care. People who have been in here already, because this is we're just started the 47th day. So this is early, all right? This is not, way down the line here. And these types of things, there's really no bad time, but you want to understand that it takes time to ROI, all right? Takes time. Typically, you can expect a 90 to 120 days for most dApps. Now, if you can play it right and you keep compounding, you build such a position for yourself that you can start earning $50 a day, $100 a day, $250 a day. There was another YouTuber that started here, I think around day 4 or 5. I think it's called a Crypto Jam. And he started with $3,000, bought TRX. I don't know at what point he bought the TRX, but he just compounded for like 45 days to the point that he's getting about 11,000 TRX per day, between 10 and 12,000, okay? So he's averaged it out. Look that up. That's about $250 per day, okay? So let's get in more. So that's how you get into the auction lobby. And so you can see here that, yeah, it ended. Okay, so today's was $2.86, so it was a little bit lower than, what, not cents, but Tron, which means that you got less T2X for the Tron than using XSwap. And remember, it was 3.06, okay? Then you can come over to staking. So I went in and I got, I forget how many, it was like 220,000 T2X or something like that. Then I created a strategy. All right, I would like to receive a stake to end every day. So you can stake at least, the minimum is 1 day. All right, and here's all the information too that you can get in the white paper. It's all right here. It's so nicely put out here. So what is staking? You can stake your T2X tokens for a fixed number of days to earn interest on them. Make sure you stake more than 5 days to be eligible to get a bonus days rewards. At the end of the day, at the end of every day, a daily stake pool of T2X tokens will be calculated, and it'll be shared and allocate to all the open stakes between the open stakes based on their stake tokens amount. So it's how many you have staked compared to the overall stake is your percentage of the stake, and then they take whatever TRX is in the pool and it gets distributed to everybody. And I believe, what is it? I forget how much dividends are calculated. 95% of everything that enters the lobby is put into the pool that gets distributed. All right, where the 5%, maybe it's a dev fee, I don't know. But if you compare this to Hex, it all went to somebody, right? When will I receive my Tron dividends? After you exit your stakes, you'll receive your Tron, okay? So let's say you do 1 day. It's gonna go in, you're not gonna get a bonus day, okay? And what a bonus day is every 5th day that you're staking. So look at this. So if we put in, 10,000 Tron and you stake it for 1 day, you can see right here, it calculates what you get. If 2 days, you would get this much T2X extra. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, okay? But see how 4 days and then 5 days, how much it jumped? Okay, I'm looking right up here on this dashboard. And you can also see up here that's when on 5th day eligible for a bonus. Now, if I went to 9, you'll see I'm still 1 bonus day eligibility, but I go to 10, and there's 2 bonus days. You go to 100, there's 20 bonus days. 100 divided by 5 is 20, right? So you get it? So what I did is I took my total amount, I divided it by 30, okay? And I think it ended up being like 7,900 and some change. And I set up, starting with a 5 day, I did that amount 30 times with a 5 day, a 6 day, a 7 day, an 8 day, a 9 day, a 10 day, okay? And I let it all go as an experiment, okay? I want to play with this. And did I do a lot of math with this? No, I kind of just felt inspired with this one. So you can watch along to see how it works out for me. No matter what, I think it's gonna be good. And here's the thing, at the end of the stake, you get the Tron that you staked, okay? So let's say 5 days, every day there's gonna be some Tron dropped to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th day, you can take all that Tron back out. You can do whatever you want with it. You can get more T2X. You can go into XSwap, buy it more that way. Go into the lobby, get it that way. You can totally cash out. It's all up to you. I will say though, because it's participation based and there's no max supply, if you don't, I'm going to say it again, I said it before, if you don't keep adding more to the stakes, you will slowly have nothing, okay? So you could also sell off your T2x. You know, that's the beautiful thing, is there's enough here. And also too, let's look at the liquidity of the X swap. So let's say, you know, you had 1 million, you know, there's definitely liquidity for that here. You know, there's a 10% price impact, but you could sell that, okay? And again, these pieces, I'm not so sure how they work quite yet, but let's go back to the stakes. It's got to repopulate. The website does take a little bit of loading time because it's reading all off chain and it's not caching this information perhaps. You see all these are in waiting. So when this timer in 22 hours hits, all of these will be active again, or yeah, they'll all start, okay? And again, so I had some that I was testing it out before the timer went off. So you can see these ones are set up for 10, all for 10 days. Or no, what is it? Oh, right here is how you see this refresh thing is kind of a bugger. You can see here, this one was for 10 days because it's starting on day 47 is what it's saying. And the stake ends on day 57, so 10 days. And then I have this one, which is 5 days, and this one, which is 15 days. All for 10 tokens. And that's it. All right, so I imagine, I imagine as time goes by, this progress bar is just gonna complete. And there's more refreshing. So here you can read all about this, how the rewards are taken, and you can start using this now. You can start using it later as you see my progress. It's all up to you. You know, I'm not telling you what to do. You are big boys, big girls. You gotta, you know, make your own decision, and you need to understand, you know, and everybody has a different chunk of crypto to play with, you know, and if you don't like Tron at all, then this isn't for you, all right? If you have been interested in Tron, perhaps come take a look, you know. It's super secure. Tron Link Wallet is just like MetaMask, you know. You click up here, just like MetaMask. You know, the only thing is you got to understand bandwidth, and you don't really need to understand energy to just be a DApp user. So there's other videos you can learn about bandwidth. You don't need it necessarily, but it helps out. Okay. And then there's the referrals. Like I said, your referrals will earn an extra 5% minted T2x on their auction lobby purchase, and as a referrer, you'll earn an extra 10%. There's no limits on the amount of referrals that you can get, okay? So that is really cool. So all you gotta do is come share this link with somebody, they come in, and you're good. Transfer. I imagine this is just, you know, yeah, it's just an easy way to send T2x to other people. So you can see, oh yeah, these are all my transfers because this is me not sending to other people, but sending to the smart contract. And then dividends. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay, so the dividend pool is low right now because it's only been 2 hours, but come take a look at this as soon as this smooths out. So see that spike? That was today, or the day 46 release. And it was, yeah, 1.5 million Tron. Now you can see how early on participation really grew and it got huge. There were some major paydays and then it started to come out. But this is what, you know, Trevon James also said this too. This has really smoothed out and it's shown that there's a nice steady usage here. And now I'm not worried about this drop right here because again, we're only 20 hours in and or 2 hours into a 24-hour period, 22 hours more to go. I really imagine it's gonna come up above this 500,000 mark. I'm sure of it, because when people get this, they want to get back in. there's a long game. There's a strategy to this. I've had these types of dApps that I spent like a good solid, 90 to 120 days, maybe even sometimes 6 months, so 180 days of compounding. And when it turns out, like there was one recently for myself, I 33x'd my investment, okay? I was even blown away myself. And yeah, so there are big things that you can do here, all right? You want to make sure that things are clean, but this is an open source smart contract. It's been reviewed. It's there's no problems with it. You can start to get a passive income paid to you in Tron, and if you start now, and you can get that momentum going, and Tron starts to become stable at 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents. I'm telling you. Imagine, okay, look at the guy who was making, what did I say earlier? Let's say 10,000 Tron a day off of compounding for the first 45 days. 10,000 times 10 cents. That's $1,000 a day. Think about that. What would you do with $1,000 a day? Yeah. You can do a lot of cool things for your kids. You can expand your position even further into crypto. You can, start getting those other assets that you want. The Bitcoin, the Chainlink, all kinds of Polkadot is really big right now. So many cool new protocols and stuff coming out. And this is how to do it. This is how I've done it so far. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. You have a lovely day.
Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful and you would love other exciting videos on tech, growing your business and making more money online, kindly subscribe to our channel at Reed School and click the bell notification icon to stay updated on other upcoming videos we create. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Reed School, or visit us at reedschool.com. Have a great time and keep soaring. Bye.